Hi everyone, I'm your coach Todd Hughley. Today I'm a little frustrated and I want to talk about secrets and coaches and certain aspects of this industry that are very frustrating. So before we get going, please hit subscribe, hit the like button, comment below so we can talk some golf and have some fun. Now let's get into it. Unfortunately, in this industry, a lot of people will take an idea that may have been around forever and claim it as their own and saying this is what they've come up with and they've invented, which just is not true. There's nothing new in the golf swing. And what made me frustrated this morning was I was sent a video and it's about a group of coaches who have this giant conglomerate now, and they've taken a lot of coaching ideas and claimed them as their own and what they've come up with and labeled them as secrets and as new, and really kind of past the average coach who just said, shh, don't listen to the rest of these people because we have come up with this. And it's very frustrating because a lot of times these are things that are staples of our coaching. Now, no names, no giveaways, but there's one particular motion that I teach in pretty much every lesson and is a huge foundation of my coaching, is getting golfers in touch with natural motion just like this, okay? And it revolves around this right here, which I saw videos from the 70s talking about, and now someone is claiming it in 2024 as new. And understanding that learning to go from here to here in a fashion that is actually swinging the club head regardless of technique, but your grip, your posture, ball position, all those key skill sets that are part of the foundations need to be there. And you are just blending out the swinging motion, and one starts with a towel, okay? Another then adds in a transition drill. And then another talks about a release, which is basically just taking half a bottle of water, making a swing and feeling how that water and weight goes forward into impact. And that has been used by countless people, and to have it taken and thrown as this is their particular secret, which they come up with, is very frustrating when you go watch 5 or 6 of my high school and collegiate students that get up over a golf ball, and before they swing, you see them start out here, go back to create the momentum, and then go this way, more momentum, this way, and they're feeling this swing, just like this, okay? Then they get set up, duplicate that same thing. And it's very, very easy to learn the swinging of the club head. Now, I could take ownership of that and say, hey, I created this with my students about 15, 20 years ago, teaching them to pitch like this, just back and through, and I would actually have them start out in front of the ball, go back, and then hit a shot. And I know 4 or 5 coaches who have taught that, and that is extremely good information. Now, when you learn to swing the club, okay, and that's what everything teaches you, even this, or this, what I used to call the free fall drill, okay, which I still have videos of, that will make you a better player and simplifies everything. It does take a lot of the technique out of the swing. It turns off a lot of the overthinking, and it allows you just to respond to the momentum of the club. And even Manuel de la Torre talked about this. I mean, this goes back years, and Bobby Jones has talked about this. And it's interesting, in Houston I taught a gentleman who was injured in battle, and he had one leg and he could only swing that way by going back and through in a pendulum type of motion. I don't have that balance anymore, but that's how he had to swing, and that's how he worked on his game. But when it comes to taking ownership of that, that's frustrating, and I want you to take ownership of it and understand you don't need all these fancy things. You can literally just get your grip, posture, ball position, start out in front, and just make some swings, waist high to waist high, okay? Then you can go a little bit longer, and you can see how everything is just blended together. Then you can go to the top if you want, it's up to you. And you're feeling that rhythm and that tempo. So you can take this free fall swing, go out on the course, and just go here and feel that swing before you make an attempt. And I even saw Kevin Na do this years ago, and it was interesting how people were talking about it. But you can feel up here, and then the momentum, which actually lets your body turn, sets the angles, everything correctly. All that rotation stuff is where we want it. And then it's just back through, and there's a lot of speed there, and it's pretty effortless. You again stay at that 5 or 6 on the grip, okay? Rest your arms, very relaxed, and you don't need a bunch of drills to learn this. Just back, forth, and make it a little longer, and just let your body keep up with it. And when you go back, okay, just feel how pressure transfers to that foot and then transfers to that foot, and you're no longer thinking about firing your hips. What your core is doing, you're swinging the instrument that so many people forget about. So I hope you like this information, and you can sense my frustration and why this will be so easy for you to play. Now get out there, tee it up, have some fun.